Hello and welcome to Show and Sell, the show that celebrates digging through other people's trash.
Oh, come on.
We had nailed that, Chris, and you screwed up. You screwed us on that.
We win.
My name is Chris, and I'm the trash dragon of the West. And this is my guitar, Mr. Blankenship. He says hello.
Hello,
Hi, Mr. Blankenship.
He says hello back and reminded me that I sell stuff on eBay and Discogs, mostly media.
And I'm Katie, and I'm Trash Dragon of the South, and I shop for mainly clothing and accessories, anything that is unique, and specifically anything sparkly.
And I'm Joe. I'm the Trash Dragon of the East, and I like to have my sticky little fingers in a lot of I don't want to say pies.
A lot of gooey pies. A lot of gooey.
No. He wasn't gonna say it.
Canceled. We are canceled now. We tried, but we couldn't. We just couldn't do it. We couldn't go a full year. We couldn't go 53
without getting us canceled. Thanks,
I know.
Joe.
I'm sorry.
But
Joe,
what do you like to have your fingers in if it's not pies?
It's a little bit of media, a little bit of clothing, a little bit of furniture, a little bit of. I dabble in a lot of things. Whatever catches my eye. I'm a magpie. If it's shiny, I just gravitate toward the items.
Rabble rousing dabbler. Rabble dabbler. So this is again. This is Show and Sell. Thanks for joining us. And let's see. The only update that I can think of this week is that we did a new outro last week, and everyone loved it. So we're doing it again. And so thanks, guys. If you have things you want to say about the new outro, put in the notes. So we are going to the thing that brought us joy. The thing that brought you joy. The item that brought me joy is this book called Radical Acceptance, Embracing Your Life with the Heart of a Buddha by Tara Brach. Not because I've read it and enjoyed it, but simply because I was talking to my therapist about the concept of radical acceptance, and he was just like, oh, there's a book called Radical Acceptance, if you don't mind a bunch of Buddhist gobbledygook. And I'm just like, I'll take anything. I'm dying here, therapist. And I therapist Santa Claus, he looks like Santa Claus. He has like a beard down to here, and he's very, very jolly.
I like that. I would like that in a therapist. That sounds delightful.
He's great.
Yeah.
I have made a lot of progress with him. But we were talking about this book. I was looking around for things that would bring me joy this week, or for
it might be that.
And I was just like, oh my God, I did not realize I had this book. Like I bought it somewhere. And I was just like, oh, like this book I was talking about this week, I have already. Ding. Like that's one of the good things about being a thrifter, collector, a bit of a assembler, is sometimes you just have things that you need. So Katie, why don't you go?
All right, this item brought me much joy, but I don't know if it's going to become mine. I am at my mom's apartment again because my sister is having medical issues, so I'm helping out with her children's. And so I am here staring at all my mom's stuff, who is a very good thrifter, but this is maybe one of the best.
Ooh, wow. Nice. Wait, is that like a...
It's made of calf hoof.
What?
This is bone. The sails are bone.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm upset. It's not mine. And it brings me so much joy. And I really would like to own it. She has suggested that I write like a sticker on the bottom and put my name on it, which means I will not be getting it in her lifetime. And I kind of understand why, because it's very cool. And it's
that is astonishing.
Can you believe that? Look at that.
That is amazing.
I know. Who gave this up and why? That's the question that's behind it. Why did you give this up?
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe to make room for their calf bone submarine. I assume.
The only reason I can think, I mean, I don't know. She said that's what it's made of. Now that I'm feeling it. Okay, question mark on that. Doesn't matter. It's still really cool. I think they were making room for, also, I love boats. I love boat figurines, anything boat in a bottle. I am there. And I think that's the only reason someone would give this up is that they got a boat in a bottle, a big one.
Okay.
Ship in a bottle is the coolest thing.
Or that's smashed, and that's bad luck for people who collect ships and bottles. And they're like, "Ooh, I got to get this."
Oh, they have to get rid of all the ships then.
Yeah. And like, send them to Katie. Joe, why don't you go?
Okay, so
that's an amazing find. Just to reiterate, amazing.
I'll bring my mom in, and you can tell her, and maybe suggest that she doesn't need it right now.
Yeah,
no.
Maybe her daughter needs it. Okay, go ahead.
I do want to do an episode where we have all our moms on. Maybe one episode each. Do a mom episode from time to time.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Joe.
Well, I've got mine is twofold. I cheated a little bit. I have two items that brought me joy, but they're thematically on point. This one I got from a house. She wasn't sure if she was going to get rid of it, but she decided ultimately to get rid of it. It's this really lovely carved chess set.
Wow.
Oh, those are amazing! I love those.
Also got the backgammon.
I remember you used to bring the backgammon set to work and play. At the office.
I used to play. It was me and Rachel Berger used to play.
Did you dabble in it? Were you a dabbler in back? Were you a dabbling in the backgammon?
Dabbler.
I was a Rabble dabbler I was a Rabble dabbler backgammon Scrabbler. And it also has legs, so you can put the. Well, this one needs I don't know where this leg goes.
Come
anyway,
on. Are you going to sell that in your shop, or are you keeping it? What are you doing with that?
I don't know. I'm probably going to sell it because
You should.
It's just like I need, I would. Yeah. There's
That's a big ticket.
Yeah. This was really nice, and I haven't even. This is a big unboxing moment because I have not even looked at the pieces yet. Whoa, what? Oh no! Stop.
What are they?
It's nautical themed. It's like sea animal themed. It's a sea turtle.
I will trade you. I will trade you this boat and another boat. That if I find one, I will give you 2 or 3 boats for that chess set.
Oh my god! Okay, deal. No, wait. That's your mom.
Okay.
Yeah,
my mom would like to trade you this boat. Or she just told me. Sorry, I'm getting something. Hold on. Yes, mom. Say it again. Okay. Yes. Confirmed. My mom, Liz, would like to exchange.
All right. Well, that's fair. I guess it's official.
That is an incredible piece. That it has legs too.
Yeah, it's got legs. It's pretty amazing. And then the other game. Now that I've seen the chess pieces, it's a lot less impressive.
My gosh, I'm so upset.
This is another dump. This is a dump find. It was just sitting outside the dumpster. It is a game called Monster Mansion, and it's like a universal.
I know that game.
Universal Monsters themed. It needs some cleaning, and I haven't even checked to see if it's complete. But yeah, little monster board game. Oh, look at Monster Mansion. It looks like I have no idea what the rules are. Let's see. They are up, but they're printed on the inside, so perfect.
Wait, have either of you ever sold board games before? How do they do? Does it just depend? I've never sold a board game.
I've sold board games. I've sold board game. One thing that I've done is I've sold board game pieces and board game components. So like old Risk sets, like the plastic container of wooden pieces. I've sold those before, and and it varies from game to game as well. Like there's like you'll see a lot of 3M. 3M is like the same company that made Post-it notes. The M's are mining, mechanics, Moxie, I guess. I can't remember what the third M is, but it's like
machinations.
Machinations. But they released some bookcase games, and some of those actually they're not a lot. Like people collect them, they're not super valuable, but they're like kind of consistent. If you can get them for like $1 or $2. Weird chess sets, if they're mass-produced weird chess sets that like you can get the box and it's like I had one that I got at a thrift store for like $2 or something like that. I was like, oh great, and then I looked and it wasn't complete. It was missing a bunch of pieces, and not a bunch, probably like 5 pieces, which isn't enough to play. But I ended up parting it out and selling the stray pieces, but not for enough money because somebody came and bought most of them almost immediately. So, yeah, there was a really cool looking mid-century set, and I don't remember the name of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we are going to move on to our next segment, which is Unearthed Treasure. Yeah. Unearthed Treasure. We are back. The topic for Unearthed Treasure this week is dogs. I'm going to go first because I got a dog on my chest.
You got a dog?
I got a dog on my chest. This is Zelda, and I made a screen print of her, and she's very cute, and I love her very much. And she passed away many years ago, but I keep the shirt because I made a silk screen because I wanted to do an Andy Warhol style prints of them. And I did, and they are still hanging up at Vicky's house, and they're great, and I'm very proud of it. But my actual item is that's just a amuse-bouche. So this is like a ceramic dog my friend Jennifer gave me. That looks suspiciously close to my friend Carol and Tony's dog Dummy.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Yeah, who I've
the dog's name is Dummy.
Yeah, it's very. If you know Carol, it's a very appropriate name for Carol to name her dog Dummy.
Dummy,
and Dummy is a very well loved dog who is very cute and very well adjusted. I think there was a video of Dummy, like basically she's a little Tintin style dog, little Tintin style dog. I think maybe Schnauzer, but there's a video of Dummy basically chasing off 3 coyotes out of her backyard, even though she's like 16 years old.
It was chilling. Like the coyotes are like, the coyotes are advancing and she turns around. Ah! Yeah. They like slink away and they start slinking back and she like goes inside. And I was just like, that is not cool. Coyotes.
Yeah, because coyotes get little dogs all the time.
Yeah, they do. Good for her for standing up for herself. Good job, Dummy.
Yeah, but this is something I've had in my living room for many, many years. It's something I really love, and it just kind of brings a little. I love dogs. I don't have one, but it's also. I think
a bank.
It's a bank.
I thought it was a lawn. I thought it was maybe something that sat out on the front porch. It's a bank.
That's cool. I feel like I always it's hard to watch this because I always feel like it's made out of
plaster,
or like meringue.
It's just it looks like meringue.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to
dissolve.
I have watched it, but it feels like it'll dissolve with too much water.
Is it the kind of bank though that you have a plug at the bottom, or is it the kind of bank where
I think you'd have to smash?
Wow.
So Joe, why don't you go?
All right. Well,
you're a dog man.
The thing I have is it's this great book. It's called The Dangerous Book for Dogs. It's by Rex and Sparky. It's a copyright.
Tell the truth about it.
I co-wrote a dog book called The Dangerous Book for Dogs with a group of other comedy writers. We were called Action 5. The band is broken up now, but it's like The Dangerous Book for Boys except for dogs. And Emily Flake of the New Yorker did all the illustrations, and it's a really, you know what? It is a goofy book, and it's still in print somehow. It hasn't been remaindered. Like, if it's been remaindered, nobody's given us the option to buy you're usually given the option to buy as many copies as you can, as you can warehouse, but I have not been given that opportunity. So, but actually the thing I really have, but anyway, Villard.
Wait, do you have it? Do you have the book?
I don't have it with me right now, but I will, I'll take a photo of it, and send it, and so we'll insert it into the ad. What I do have is
that's amazing.
I have this carnival prize from the 1970s or 80s stuffed dog with a little. You can feel it's got like the styrofoam the sort of styrofoam pellets in it.
Yeah.
and it's got a little bit of cloth in it or something, probably old fiberglass insulation.
Probably asbestos. Is it from the 70s? I mean, it might be. We don't know.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a nice ribbon around its neck, and I really love it. Hannah is not a big fan of it. It's probably going to go in my booth, but somebody will buy it, but I really I like it a lot. I think it's a really good.
Yep. Can I ask why she's not a big fan of it?
I think it's just like a little bit. She thought it was just too janky looking, and I think it's just janky looking enough.
Got it.
You guys have different jank levels. All right.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
That's a hard thing for married couples to get their jank levels just right.
It's true. It's true. Okay. I had a really hard time with dog because I don't have a lot of dog stuff because we don't have a dog because we have too many cats, and I don't want to think about having less cats. But when that happens, we will be getting a dog, or hopefully a dog will come our way. Yeah. So you're less
likely to find a dog in a flower pot, though. Just saying.
I know. I'm helping a baby possum right now, so it might be a possum. But so here, it did occur to me that Snoopy's a dog, so Snoopy counts. Mm-hmm. And I do have this really, really cool old enamel ring.
Oh, as a World War II flying ace.
Wow. Yeah, it's him on his. Is it the Sopwith camel?
Yep.
It's the flying ace.
Or World War One, rather, right?
It's pretty good. And I got this when I used to buy big jars of. I used to buy at a couple of the Goodwills in Los Angeles. They had these vases that were filled with random jewelry.
Yeah.
And I would wait for them to do the half off color, and I would buy the one that was half off because they're like not the price I wanted to pay because most of it's junk, right?
Yeah.
But Oliver and I had a lot of fun just sitting and like sorting it. It's really fun to do. Anyways, he was in one, and I really like him, and I wish I could see. He stamped something. I think it says United Feature.
Oh, probably. Yeah, United Feature Syndicate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but he might be a little bit old, but I'm holding on to him.
Oh.
I like him. That's my guy.
Yeah. I love that they put Snoopy as a World War II or World War One flying ace in the Peanuts movie, which I think is a nearly perfect representation of the Peanuts concept. Like, I was blown away about how good the Peanuts movie was. I'm like, I avoided it for a while. I watched it. I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted.
Well, I'm going to have to do it then. Okay. If a Peanuts fan is giving that kind of review.
All right. We're going to go on to our next segment. So, Joe, sing it for us.
Tales from the Flypt!
Tales from the Flypt. Tales from the Flypt. All right, we are back, and the Tales from the Flypt topic is, what's the largest item you ever thrifted?
I don't do a lot of thrifted furniture, but I did almost buy. I actually have bought a lot of chairs. Basically just chairs are the biggest. Nothing, not even great chairs either. They're serviceable chairs. I did get three or four chairs from the Bard College Library from the local, and they're like heavy duty maple chairs from and I got it from the Habitat for Humanity, and I was like, I'll take as many as you have. They're like, oh, we've got a ton, and they came back with like, we only have these left. Like, well, that's fine, which is fine because what the hell was I going to do with all of them at the time? Not much. So but they're still in heavy rotation in the house. So that would be the biggest thing. Is just like 4 Bard College library chairs.
Yeah, okay.
You're a Bard alumnus and you are interested in paying too much money for them.
They have dog hair on them, maybe.
Yeah.
They do have dog hair on them and cat hair.
Oh yeah,
and Joe hair.
God knows what other effluvia I put on there too. It's all
there are all kinds of sauce.
I've thrifted all my furniture, so I have done tons for decades. So I have bought lots of big items. I think probably the biggest thing and the heaviest thing was because sometimes the thrift stores, the very, very heavy ones are priced very, very low because no one wants to lift them. But I needed a dresser really badly. So it was one of those dressers that's like a china cabinet dresser. So it has a huge piece that goes on top. Correct.
Yeah.
That like it was a big mirrored piece that had cubbies and stuff. But if I remember right, I think it was $18.
Oh, wow.
Because it was so heavy. And then I painted it. And then I remember I was able to make it 2 moves and then I had to say goodbye because you couldn't move it. So it was not pleasant.
Like usually also like heavy is a sign of, with wood stuff, it's a sign of quality stuff.
I know.
So it should be.
I know
like
it stinks.
It's almost the reverse. Like
I know.
No one wants this heavily well-made piece of furniture.
Well, sometimes if it's heavy, it's just made of particle board. Because like IKEA stuff is like
is heavy.
It's surprisingly heavy, and especially if you get like the stuff that's like 2-inch, like 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. That's just like, and it's like it looks great until it starts to flake apart, and then you're just like, oh, this is yeah. But yeah, otherwise, real wood that's heavy, very well made, very good stuff. A+.
It's lovely to have. I wish I still had it because I would, do something different. But I'll get one. Will come to me again somehow.
It'll come to you.
That's what the book says. I think.
Yeah.
Your book, your Buddha book.
Oh yeah, Radical Acceptance.
I think Radical Acceptance was supposed to tell me that, but you haven't sent me anything yet, so I don't. I don't know for sure.
I sent you a book from Peanuts that you opened last week.
You did, and I love it. And that's a very good book. And that creates a different kind of radical acceptance. The radical acceptance that both of us love Snoopy. All 3 of us. It's good.
Yeah, we're all fans.
What's the biggest item? A car? Me, what do you think?
For me?
Yeah, have you done a car?
I've never owned a car in my life.
Oh, you've never owned a car? Okay.
I've never owned a car. Because I thought that might be Joe had one, but the one I'm thinking about it was a gift from his brother that he has tattooed on his arm.
Oh, that's cool.
What kind of car was that again?
Ford Festiva, 1992.
Everyone there was everyone knew that car in New York from like our friend circle, like very well aware of that car.
Oh, that's fun.
Reggie Watts drove it in the opening credits to Kurt Braunohler and Kristen Schall's web series, Penelope, Princess of Pets. I gave all kinds of rides to all kinds of comedy people, and at the end, I started having people sign it.
The dashboard.
On the dashboard, and I wish I had saved that dashboard, but I did not.
Yeah.
So
I
did. Yeah,
it's like our friend Becky who. A man named Josh paint her car in his artistic style. And then when she moved to New York, she's like, well, I can't bring this car to New York, so I'm just going to dump it. And that artist's name was Shag. And that car would have been worth thousands of dollars. And so.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
It's nice to have talented, successful friends, but it's not so great when you're like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to talk to her. Like, we should have Becky on and talk to her because she's fascinating.
Does she collect? Is she a thrifter?
Yeah.
Bring Becky on.
Yeah, no, she'd be great. And so the biggest thing is probably like I did have a beautiful velveteen couch, green. It was a green velveteen couch that I had lived in. I bought in Madison, took with me to New York, and I had it for like 15 years. And eventually got rid of it. But it was the couch and love seat, and they were both. It was great because it was long. I'm a tall dude. I'm 6'4", so it's good to lie on. But actually, it wasn't thrifted as so much found. If you guys know the 4x4 Calyx from IKEA, they're basically just like 4 cubes stacked on top of each other all together. When I moved in LA, someone just basically put it on the street 2 houses down from me. And I'm like, I could use that. And me and my friend Sasha carried it to my house. So a lot of my furniture is either thrifted or I don't think I bought anything new here, like furniture wise. Like even these chairs I just found on the street, like near my house. I don't know if you can see them, but
there's lots of good street meat in LA. There's better street meat than anywhere else. I mean, it's not. There's nothing here. I drive around and either people are seeing it before me, or people just don't do that here, which is a shame.
Well, I mean, in Chicago, a lot of stuff there would just be people that would just like cruise alleys all the time.
Yeah, Pennsylvania people would do
and
other
stuff.
Yeah, so, I know what you're talking about.
I never even thought about that. Yeah, that's probably because I grew up. My grandmother was on the south side of Chicago, and I remember people just driving through the alley. I just thought they were going but yeah, that makes sense. But did we do it, guys? I don't. Usually, there's a friend system.
Do.
We did.
Yeah, but sometimes
do it.
One day we might not, and I want to make sure that we're there. So I think we can all agree: 8+, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up.
A
right?
Plus.
So it sounds like it's a time for the song that everyone's clamoring for.
Oh my God, people are all over the internet with this. Anyway, yeah.
Yep. We're going to be putting it.
That's Joe and Mike.
We're going to do this. We're going to turn this into a reggae number one day. Thank you for watching ShowAndSell. If you remember, hit like, share, subscribe. But if you don't, everything is gonna be alright. But if you do, our life is a little bit brighter for us. There's an algorithm controlling all of our lives. Thank you for watching ShowAndSell. If you remember, the bell.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody.